What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for, I believe, the 21st film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is time for Captain Marvel. This is led by Brie Larson. Samuel L. Jackson is also in the film, Ben Mendelsohn, Annette Bening, Jude Law. And this is the origin story of Captain Marvel, also known as Carol Danvers. In the film, she also has another name she goes by, which is Veers. She is a part of this Kree civilization, and she's kind of with Jude Law, as we see in the trailers, and there's this mission. One thing leads to another. She ends up on Earth, and she has to pretty much go on this journey. That's basically all I'll say about the movie. Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury comes in to play throughout this, and that's pretty much what I'll say vaguely about the film. She doesn't really have many memories. Her mind is pretty much completely wiped. So the whole entire film, she basically has to find out who she is, discover who she is, and once she finds out who she is, we see what sort of happens after that. That's basically all I'll say about the movie. Going into it, I'm not going to lie, the trailers for this didn't really have me too excited to see this movie. I mean, I'm sure it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I was obviously looking forward to seeing it, but I wasn't necessarily as excited as I was to see some of the other films, previous films that were released in the series. I don't think the trailers really did it for me completely. And after leaving the theater, I will say that I liked this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to. I actually think that this is a pretty good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, but I think it's pretty good. I think that Brie Larson in the role, I think she was good. I think there's some lines in the movie that she's given that she delivers in the best way that she possibly can. There are some questionable lines in the film, cheesy lines that do come up occasionally. I do feel that could have been cut out. They didn't really need to be in the movie, but they're there. So there are cheesy lines in the movie, and I do think the story is good, though. I think that how we sort of get, flashbacks to her past. We kind of get snippets of information throughout the film. We discover certain things throughout the film, and I really like the way that we're kind of told the story. And when we're introduced to this character, I was definitely engaged into her. I didn't really care. I wasn't really too emotionally invested into some of the things going on in the movie, but I was definitely engaged and interested what was going to happen and what actually happened in her past. And when we do finally find things out, I understood it. I thought that it was written pretty well. I do see some people saying that they think that the script was underwritten. I do feel like certain things in the movie were kind of rushed. Certain maybe reactionary things. I don't really want to get into it too much without giving anything away, but I do feel like a few things were kind of rushed in the movie. Not a lot of things, but just a few things. I feel like there could have been a little more time spent on certain things, but overall I don't feel like the script was underwritten at all. I feel like I liked the way the story was told. Like I said, I wasn't too emotionally engaged into the story. I mean, I was in certain aspects of it, but in other aspects I wasn't. But I was definitely, engaged in the movie, completely entertained the whole way through. I thought the pacing was good. I think the humor worked. I think Ben Mendelsohn stole the show. I think he's great in the film. I like the song choices. I like the score. I think there's a lot of 90s references. I personally don't think that you're beat over the head with them. I think, some people are over-exaggerating when they say that it feels like you're being beat over the head with 90s references. I personally didn't feel that way. I didn't necessarily think that they were subtle, but, this is where she's at right now. This is a time period that she's in right now, so of course you're going to see things pop up because that is the setting. That's the way I felt about it anyway. I think Jude Law was good. I was a fan of what happened in the movie. The villain aspect of it, I actually sort of liked, even though I think that the final battle of the movie was a little maybe underwhelming, sort of, without giving anything away. Even though I kind of liked it, I do at the same time feel like it was a bit underwhelming. The visual effects are great. About 95% of the time I'll say the visual effects are great. Some very minimal things here and there look a little questionable. There's a scene, there's a bit where, I won't spoil really what's going on, but someone's falling and their face kind of just looks animated. It's very weird. It happens maybe midway through, maybe towards the end of the movie. I don't necessarily remember an exact point it happened, but it looks a little questionable to me. But the de-aging technology that they use on Phil Coulson and Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, I thought it looked fantastic. I think that I didn't even think about it. Right after I saw Nick Fury for the first time, I said, oh, it's just a younger version of Nick Fury. I don't think I'm looking at a visual effect right now. It looked that good. It looked fantastic. Same thing with Phil Coulson. I thought it all looked good. There is a character in this movie that is, he's in the cast list. I will say it's a he. He's in the cast list, and I'm not entirely sure why, because the character felt completely misplaced and completely wasted. I won't say who because it is a spoiler, but I do feel like it was unnecessary. Also, I'll mention Annette Bening. I did like what she had to do in the movie overall. So that's basically my thoughts on Captain Marvel. I'm going to give the movie 4 out of 5 stars. I do think some of the lines are a little cheesy, as I said. I do think I wasn't completely emotionally engaged into it, but it is a very fun... But keep in mind, I was emotionally engaged into some of the aspects of the movie, just not all of them. I do think the movie is a very fun ride, a very entertaining ride. Stay for the credits. If you don't have to necessarily stay till the very end of the credits, but I would stay halfway through the credits. 100%, I would definitely stay for that. But 4 out of 5, that's my rating for Captain Marvel. It's not one of my favorite MCU movies, but it's definitely in the middle. I love all these movies for the most part. I mean, I don't necessarily think there's a bad movie in the bunch. So, you know, it gets difficult to rank them, but I would put it in the middle. Guys, comment your thoughts in the comment section. Do you plan on seeing Captain Marvel? Did you see it already? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Also, you can subscribe to this channel for reviews for Wonder Park, Us, Dumbo coming out this month. Very excited about that. Also, guys, you can follow me on Patreon if you want to see this channel grow. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video. And you can also follow me on Instagram at KingOfRises131. And guys, that's been it. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Not sure if I said that, but if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and you won't miss any more content. Yeah, we will leave it at that. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, over and out.